Hello everyone and welcome, and this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Taurus for the week of March 21st through the 27th of 2023. And I would also like to give a very special thanks to those of you who have subscribed to my channel, as well as give it a thumbs up. Thank you very much for doing that. And hanging on to your pennies, watching what you spend. Well, it's taken you a long time to accomplish where you're at, and you don't want it to slip through your fingers, so you're staying to yourself, keeping yourself inward so that you don't overspend. Two of Pentacles. Doesn't cost a lot to enjoy yourself a little bit. The Two of Pentacles. So you're trying to keep happy home, happy job, everybody content and doing well. But you also know you can't keep walking on eggshells for too much longer, because eventually the One of the Pentacles drops and, you know, the whole world comes crumbling down around it. And a new beginning. Page of Swords. So it's a storm warning. There's going to be, a little bit of backlash here. Perhaps maybe you've been in a relationship for a while and it's time that you clear the air, that sort of thing. Maybe they've said something or you said something, or maybe you've held back on a long time of not saying anything. And this is the week that, you're going to stand up and say, this is not acceptable. This needs to get figured out, that sort of thing. And the Knight of Swords, so definitely new beginnings, starting over, fresh ideas, moving forward. For some of you, this could be a unexpected trip coming in, maybe, and if this is your relationship here where you're having to, stand your ground, you're going to realize that the relationship that you were thinking of getting in or you're in is not what you had anticipated. It's starting to cool down. It's starting to show its true colors. So you're, willing to cut things loose in your life in order to move forward. You're not taking any prisoners this week. You're just sort of slicing through all the things in your life because you've been walking and holding back for a long time, and it's sort of now built up. And the Five of Rods. So there you are, competition, standing your ground, making your peace. If there's somebody in the mix that's made you feel uncomfortable, you're going to make sure that, it's no longer acceptable. Competitive is definitely necessary in life, but I don't think in this case. You're successful enough at all your accomplishments in your life, so you realize you must move forward. In order to move forward, you're going to have this talk with somebody and straighten this all out for yourself. And the Eight of Pentacles. So there you are, head down, working away, doing your own thing, trying to keep, your lips closed, moving forward. For some of you, this could be perhaps you're starting over in something, so you're like studying away. This is like a new beginning all the way around. Good luck. Things are moving forward in a more positive note after you have this, go around with this person or people that you have to put in their place. You're motivated to make things change on a positive note, but you're not quite sure how to go about it. And the King of Rods. So, definitely motivated. You're trying to make the changes as comfortable to everyone as you can. But you're also realizing that, this is not getting you anywhere. So you're going to take perhaps this week a drive or some sort of trip for yourself just to cool down and rethink and, mull things over in your mind. You're trying not to get carried away with, you know, all that you've accomplished, but you're also realizing with everything that you've accomplished, is it yours or theirs? So you're, you know, really trying to master these plans as you go forward. And the King of Pentacles. There you are. You know, you're realizing that the investments you've made for yourself, you know, are starting to pay dividends, but it's not quite as much as you had hoped. It's a lot slower than you had anticipated. So you're now trying to have more in your life. So you're trying to invest more in your life. So maybe you're getting some advice on where to put your money in order to have more in the future for yourself. And the 10 of Cups. I don't know why I had to count that. But there you are. Happy home, happy life. Things are starting to come around. You're celebrating. People are enjoying you. You know, good times, creative ideas. You're feeling more optimistic. Things are starting to, you know, that's coming into your life now will last into your future. You know, the relationships, friendships, family members, co-workers, all that sort of stuff coming in is here for the long haul. You know, and if this is a new relationship for some of you that you're getting into, it will be one that'll last for a very long time. You're going to be content and happy. And, you know, it's taken a long time for you to reopen your heart. And the 6 of Rods. So there you are, taking credit, well-earned credit. You know, people are starting to actually admit of all that you've accomplished. And you have accomplished a lot. You know, you've accomplished all that you've said you were going to this far in your life. You know where you want to go. You know who you want to have in your life. So you're taking that step out for yourself, rewarding yourself. And the 8 of Cups, coming to a decision of closure in your life as well for some of you. You know, this could be that you've put a lot of time and effort into a situation or a job or a relationship, and you're realizing that it's just not, it's almost hopeless. No matter how many steps you make to go forward, you know, 3 of them go backwards. So you're now really asking yourself these questions this week. They're hard decisions and hard questions, but you also know that you want a more smoother life. You know, the greenest grass or the green grass on the other side is where you want to be to make yourself happy. And you're realizing that you may have to cut people, places, and things out in order to accomplish it. And in some cases, you're just going to walk away. You're not going to say anything to anybody. You're just done in a lot of areas of your life. And the 5 of Pentacles. So most definitely, nobody's paying attention. Nobody's listening. They all got advice and whatever, but it's not the advice you want to hear. It's not what you're anticipating. So you're walking away. You know, the lights are there, but you have, you know, you're hunkering down. You have your ideas. You're set in your ways. You know what you want to do. And even though you're asking for advice, it's not the advice you want, so you're not taking it from anybody, that sort of thing. So it's going to be an up and down week for you this week. You have a lot of things that you have to accomplish. Maybe there's been some unexpected bills come up, you know, that sort of thing for some of you. You lost a little bit more finances this week than you had thought was going to cost you, you know. And for others of you, you know, you're over-analyzing a situation. You're holding yourself back by doing that for too long. And the Page of Rods. So there you are, new beginnings. Maybe you get a message or, you know, a long-distance call. This could be a call for, you know, come to go to work or just take a travel, come and visit, that sort of thing. And it's going to make you more emotional, more uplifting, more optimistic. You know, it's making you step out of your comfort zone. And for some of you, that's what you need. You need that shake-up call so that you're not always in your head dreaming about what the possibilities are. You're going to go and actually look to see what the possibilities are so that you can make a, executive decision. You're pushing that envelope to move forward for yourself. So that's nice. All right, I'm going to shuffle and deal you an Angel Oracle card. But you're moving forward. You have a vision in mind, and now you're going to go and see for yourself if it's even acceptable. All right, I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. Oh, that's beautiful. And there you go. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now, and I will talk to you again next week. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and bye for now.